Blessed morning, ABR family and viewers. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live video. This is your girl, Anisabella Rose. As you come on the live, please to like and share out this live. Very interesting topic right here. Very interesting live this morning. Please to like and share as you come on. Waiting for the live to build up a bit. Then we get into the meat of the matter. Come in one and all. Come in one and all. Very important matter right here. A whole heap rearranging brand new integrity commission body coming now. We learned from last year that 7 of the members from the integrity commission would have departed starting, February month 10. And it's still taking place. Big up yourself, Anthony R. Out of many, mad respect. One Avenue News, ABR family, go out and support all the other social media warriors. Run go support One Avenue News. Give him the support. Like and share out him videos them. And subscribe to the channel. Get him to 5,000 subscribers. Big up to Miss Winnie. As always, as y'all come on the live, please to like and share out the live. Very interesting live right now. Want it to spread all over. And so we seen about 2 of them have taken their leave since February month 10. The contracts have ended, to which we seen the former chairman, Mr. Seymour Panton of the Integrity Commission, saying that he didn't want to reapply. He will bow out of this race. Currently, we know that the Integrity Commission has started in 2017. Basically, that bill was, passed, and that independent body was set there to fight corruption at all costs. We know that they have the investigative director who's set to leave, I believe, in July, as well as Mr. Greg Christie, and this lady right here, Keisha Prince Kamika, who is the director of the Corruption Prosecution Division. And you will learn a whole lot of stuff. I'm about to play some clipping from Mark Golin when he spoke on the, Hard Talk with Mr. Lonesome. I'm about to play a clipping from the trustee in an interview and the whole SSL saga. As well as, her role in not prosecuting whole heap of big wigs and whole heap of big heads. And as I stated, this will be a very interesting live. You will hear a whole lot of stuff coming out. So we learned to know that this director of corruption prosecution, who was assigned to, give her expertise as a prosecutor to guide the way forward when persons are found, public officials are found in breach of the Integrity Commission Act and found to be in some form of corruption. And let me roll out her powers and responsibilities. So in Jamaica, the Director of Corruption Prosecutions within the Integrity Commission is empowered to institute, undertake, and conduct prosecutorial proceedings relating to corruption, as well as provide legal advice to the Commission on matters related to corruption. Now, she is a person who comes from the umbrella of prosecution or prosecutors. So she has the right, she can prosecute because she has that power. And so the director has the authority to initiate, conduct, manage prosecutorial proceedings for acts of corruption. She also provides legal advice to the Integrity Commission on matters relating to corruption. The director is accountable to the Board of Commissioners and the executive director for achieving the entity's corruption prosecution objectives. The Integrity Commission Act established the position of the Director of Corruption Prosecutions, replacing the former role of the Contractor General. We know that before the IC body was, put in place, the bill was, basically created by Mark Golding in his time as Justice Minister for the Portia Simpson Miller administration. Right? It was passed under this government in 2017. And before that time, it was the Contractor General who was, put in place to fight corruption in public life. And so this independent body, Integrity Commission, is set there as the watchdog anti-corruption body to fight corruption in public life. Now, her 3 years tenure has expired, and she basically has to depart as our Director of Corruption Prosecution for the Integrity Commission. And based on our track record, we could look at it where we're seeing some big wigs have gotten off, and they're saying that time didn't allow for them to, prosecute accordingly. And in a news article, it's understood that she was specifically, I want you to look at that word closely and listen to that word, specifically told not to reapply to the position. So we know that right now we have a new chairperson of the Integrity Commission. And when I said I love to give people a fear shot, I don't want to affix this lady who goes by the name of Carol Lawrence Beswick. I don't want to affix her to any political party, because it shouldn't be that our Integrity Commission body, who is an independent body who's supposed to fight against corruption, be it from a People's National Party side or a Jamaica Labour Party side or any public official who is in any form of corruption. We don't want it to be that they are partisan. So I don't want to affix this lady to any political party like what we saw them doing to Mr. Seymour Panton. You understand? But I'm giving her that fear shot. And based on what I am seeing right now, it's looking up for the whole fight against corruption. It is looking up. It seems as if it is going somewhere right now. And with a Prince Kamika who was sitting at the helm of the whole integrity body as this corruption prosecutor, yeah. We've seen too many times where some of the bigwigs them got off because she coming to tell us that no charges. No charges. We learned since last year from the annual report of the Integrity Commission that we have not only 6 parliamentarians, but 8 parliamentarians who are sitting amongst others who are sitting in our parliament, making laws for us, who are under investigation for illicit enrichment. Right? It's not one time that we learned that the leader of our country, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, corruption has been a cloud hanging over his head, circulating around him, even go as far back as to 2007 when he was the Minister of Education. And what did Prince Kamika said? She said no charges. So this is an article from February 2023 where the Integrity Commission Director of Corruption Prosecution has ruled that no charges are to be brought against Prime Minister Andrew Holness in relation to a conflict of interest accusation leveled against him over 2 contracts awarded to a company owned by a friend of his for over 14 years. When you see the headline, she said no charges. How can that be? Come back again. In May of last year, 2024, a customs manager avoids prosecution after failing to file a statutory declaration. We know that once you are working 3.5 million per year and over, you are supposed to, under the law, file a statutory declaration. And the customs manager did not file for, I believe, 3 consecutive years. And what did this Director of Corruption Prosecution say? No charge. How can that be? Fast forward again to 2024, September 17th, when the massive 100 and odd pages of Integrity Commission's report came out, and we learned that our Prime Minister, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness, is under investigation for illicit enrichment. He omitted, or it was said that he didn't remember to add 4 accounts to his statutory declaration. We learned that this very same man has 28 bank accounts sitting in our parliament, going forward to say that he wants a 3rd term, trying to convince our people that he deserves a 3rd term. 9 years of neglect in our country, 9 years of infrastructure neglect, 9 years of our Ministry of Health neglect right across the board. Our hospitals are in deplorable condition. And he wants to come and tell us that he deserves a 3rd term. After we found out that the 4 bank accounts, this Director of Corruption of Prosecution says that no criminal charges for the Prime Minister over unreported bank accounts. Make that make sense. So should we go forward with the people them that are shielding corruption? Should we go forward with the people them that are not working the justice system as how the justice system should be worked? We cannot go forward with persons like those. This very same Prime Minister cannot give an account for millions and millions of dollars passing through accounts affiliated to businesses that are aligned to his name. $470 million, whether a US, whether a Jamaican, has passed through accounts that's affixed to this Prime Minister's name according to the Integrity Commission's report over a 3-month span. This very same Prime Minister is taking our Integrity Commission body to court. A trial date is set for this October. This very same Prime Minister is telling us that our Integrity Commission is targeting him. If you're not in Corrupted Act, then you shouldn't see them as targeting you. They were set there to fight against corruption. So if you're not in corruption, why would you say that the Integrity Commission is targeting you? I see this new chairperson doing some work. I don't know for anybody else. I see this new chairperson who goes by the name of Carol Beswick Lawrence. I see her doing some work right here. We cannot go forward with a director of corruption prosecution like this, who waits and waits and waits until time has passed, where they cannot prosecute these persons. They're saying that time has lapsed. But if it were you and I, we would have been thrown under the bus long time ago. We would have been bungled up and sent off to prison. So we are awaiting to hear who will take this post. We want people who will come and work. We want people with integrity. We want people who will work without fear or favor. It's even alleged that this lady is affiliated with the Jamaica Labour Party. We want independent bodies who are not politically aligned. We want persons to serve who, whether is a People's National Party representative or a Jamaica Labour Party representative, they will hold them to the books. That is what we want. Now I am about to play a few snippets from an interview that was done by no other than Lonesome, the renegade, the man in the wilderness, the man we always a beat it till the hammer bend. I'm about to play a few recordings from an interview he had with the leader of the opposition, Mark Jefferson Golding. And Mark Golding basically, open up our eyes some more as it pertains to, the Integrity Commission. And even letting us know some very important points to take away when it comes on, and that he supports the Integrity Commission 100% and more.
And I've said it many times, and if I were him, I would step back, quite frankly. But, him and his party have to decide what they're doing. But my view of it is the Integrity Commission is a very critical agency. It is there to ensure that the fight against corruption can be led by an institution that has the right tools at its disposal, the right laws to give it the powers it needs to really investigate and enforce effectively. It has those things, but it's being fought against by some of the parliamentarians, especially those who maybe want the illicit eight, that we don't even know who they are, but we know that they exist. We know that Mr. Holness is one because his report came to Parliament and said so. But we don't know who the other 7 are. But we see where they're trying to change up the Integrity Commission, and weaken it because they're not comfortable being held accountable for their wrongdoings. And I don't support that at all. My view is that they must be empowered, the Integrity Commission and other agencies of the state that are in place to ensure probity and good governance and honesty in how we deal with the people's business and affairs and money. They must be allowed to do their work. And the chips must fall where they lie, or lie where they fall. So there's no interference. I will not be interfering in the work of any of those agencies other than to support their work through giving them the necessary resources, or if the laws need to be adjusted because there are some things that are not quite right and need to be fixed, we will do so quickly and so on. But they must be allowed to do their work. And, and I'm going to encourage them to do so. Things like what happened at SSL, which is a terrible blot on our record as a country, as an investment destination. There's nobody really who's been held accountable other than one person, and she was a relatively junior employee in the scheme of things. We know that there would be others involved in what has happened there. And our great sprint legend, our icon Usain Bolt, got fleeced, ripped off millions of US, along with about 200 other people, some of them elderly people who have been devastated by it. And this government has done very little to deal with that situation, because they used to use SSL themselves. Mr. Holness was an investor there. He had an account. He got his money out before it crashed. So the whole thing doesn't smell good, doesn't look good. I'm going to have a commission inquiry into that. We want to know how it is that the FSC, which is a regulator set up by us, we created the FSC when we were in government, not under Portia, but under PJ. And Omar Davis was the Minister of Finance at the time. In fact, I was very involved in the establishment of FSC because he appointed a working group, a task force. Brian Winter chaired it at the time. I was on it, and Brian and I worked hard on that thing. The legislation was developed and the institution was created. And in fact, Brian Winter was the first executive director of the FSC, and he did a good job, in guiding the industry and strengthening the industry, and that was before he went to become governor of the Bank of Jamaica. So, we are very saddened to see that the FSC didn't handle that situation well with SSL, and we want to know, because the leadership change, of the FSC, the people who were there when we left it, a lot of those people were changed out and other people were brought in. And I must say, I don't think they did a good job. And I want to know what happened. So we're going to have a commission of inquiry into that as well, and to see what happened. And the Kroll report, there's this report of it cost the government a lot of money from these forensic auditors, a firm called Kroll, looked into it. And also the FBI were investigating, we were told. And there was a temporary manager, Ken Tomlinson in Jamaica, who was managing the thing after it crashed. He must have issued a report as well of his stewardship. None of these things have been made public. We've been calling for them to be made public. We want to know exactly what went on. So the investigators who investigate these matters in the IC are not typically lawyers. They are, doing the forensic work. They have an understanding of the law because they have to apply the law in doing their investigation, but they are not really competent to prosecute cases. So the reason why there is a prosecutorial division within the IC itself, headed by the Direction of Corruption Prosecutions, is because there was a noticeable gap in our ability to successfully prosecute cases of corruption out of the DPP's office. We had noticed over many years that there were a number of situations where prosecution we thought was warranted wasn't commenced, and sometimes we felt that there were political undertones there. And in other instances, there were matters which did come to court and collapsed, including some of the major Ponzi scheme stuff and all of that from, the first decade of this century. So we felt that if we relied on the DPP's office, which is prosecuting murders and rapes and financial crimes and all the rest of it, the corruption prosecutions wouldn't get the priority that they need. So we decided to create a prosecutorial power and capacity within the IC itself and empower it to bring prosecutions. Now, yes, I do agree that it was very disappointing that in the first matter that came concerning Mr. Holness from when he was Minister of Education, the ruling was that there was no ruling that he wasn't, involved in the way that the report said he was involved. Rather, the ruling was, with the passage of time since those events, it would not be feasible to mount an effective prosecution, and therefore she declined to do so. And, she's a experienced prosecutor, and the DPP has a manual as to how you assess whether or not a prosecution should proceed. And I'm sure she was applying that in coming to that decision. But what that case really showed was that the delays that had existed before, because that's one of the legacy cases from prior to the IC, that was from when, when Mr. Holness was Minister of Education under Bruce Golding's government, 2007 to 2011 era. So I think that the thing to do really there is just to ensure that the tools are there for them to do their work effectively. For example, there's something called an unexplained wealth order, which is a thing that has been developed The UK have it, and some other jurisdictions have it as well. Essentially, where you have assets that look disproportionate to your income, an order can be obtained from the court compelling you to say where that came from, and you can be prosecuted if you don't. We have illicit enrichment, which is the offense in our act, but we don't have the court order procedure to get an order compelling from the judge to allow you to go and really dig into this and get to the bottom of it.
Ball out! Whoa! Yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them.
So they hear it there, so from Mark Jefferson Golden himself, it was not that because the Prime Minister was innocent or was not guilty of what the integrity has found against him, even from back that time. It was because of the time lapse. Time has passed. That's the reason why he was not implicated in the first incident of being, affiliated with friends and conflict of interest. So I don't want anyone to misconstrue the thing. And even with his revelation last year from the Integrity Commission's report of him being under investigation for illicit enrichment, his earnings disproportionate, his asset disproportionate to his earnings. And remember, the former chairman of the Integrity Commission let us know that all that the Integrity Commission has in their report is facts. All of the information from their report are factual. So who wants to come and deny whatever is in that report, wanna go challenge it with the courts? They don't take orders from politicians. We've seen many of them on the government side want to order the Integrity Commission to certify Andrew Holness' statutory declaration that has been uncertified for so many years. The Integrity Commission does not work like that. They are an independent body that's supposed to take orders only from the courts and from the prosecutors. They are guided by the law and by the prosecutors. So because them sister them couldn't buy out Mr. Panton, them sister them couldn't buy out Mr. Greg Christie, them sister them couldn't buy out Kevin Stevenson. And that is why they are trying to affix the Integrity Commission, saying that they're politically aligned. When we seen they have worked for both parties. We don't see members from the People's National Party who late filing of a document or whatever the case may be, and they were fined. That is a breach of the Integrity Commission Act, and they were fined. We've seen others from the government side who have lied to our Integrity Commission. Even the Minister of Justice himself. How can you be a Minister of Justice and telling your colleagues not to give vital information to the Integrity Commission as it pertains to them picnic them income and them spouse? How can that be when on the statutory declaration there are parts on it that's supposed to be filed? You're supposed to give information of your spouse income, salary. You're supposed to give the same of your child or children. So when we have a Minister of Justice like that, what message are you sending to the layman? Can they really hold the layman to the books and not want them very same colleagues or even themselves be held to the books? It does not work like that. And when we say we need persons who will stand with the Integrity Commission, empower the Integrity Commission. And I heard Mark Golin saying that there are some, parts of the Integrity Commission Act that needs tweaking, that needs revamping. And I must add that the fines that are affixed to whatever the breaches may be should be increased. When we have a sitting MP who was a former House Speaker who lied to our Integrity Commission, breached our Integrity Commission Act, have been given 8 charges. She stepped aside and was basically brought back by this very same Prime Minister and coming to tell our people that she was requested by popular demand. They're telling us that she was not charged, and we have the information. We've seen it for ourselves. We can read and understand. She didn't remember to file a vehicle that she got concession. She got concession from our tax coffers. And she didn't remember to file not once, not twice, not thrice, but up to 6 consecutive years, and you didn't remember. Then we don't want a body like that in our parliament. We don't want the people and we are going to have amnesia. We cannot remember nothing at all. If you get senile, you stay home. The job is not for you. Only for her to be slapped with a $900,000 fine when she collected on that vehicle every single month she got upkeep for that vehicle. We have another Mr. Leslie fined $400,000 for lying to our Integrity Commission and coming around to say that he gave the information and our Integrity Commission miss up him information. What can go so? Do we really want a government to continue whom a poll has shown since last year that more corruption, 66% of people believe that this government is rife with corruption more than 5 years ago. And we hear people talking about third term. Third term for what? If they had brought him to the books from back then and not let time lapse, you think he would have 28 bank accounts now? You think he would have 28 bank accounts and coming now to fight our Integrity Commission when he looked in our faces and lied to us as the Jamaican people who elected him to serve with honesty, to serve with openness, to serve with transparency, for them to be held to a greater account because they're in public life and they're serving the public, so they should be held to a higher standard. You think he would have the strength now to come and talk about our IC target him? You think he would have the strength now to come say he might carry our Integrity Commission to court and I carry our state to court? You gotta be kidding me. The time has come, Jamaican people, where we have to rid our country of this high level of corruption. Corruption is taken away from our health sector. Corruption is taken away from our children's education. They are not willing to feed our children. They are not willing to give our children at least one meal in school. They are not willing to do that. But them friends and them cronies and them cumbelos and their families can owe millions and billions of dollars in taxes. We can go, we can ban our belly, put our money in an institution where them deem as good enough, up to standard, up to par, for us to put our money where we ban our belly. For them friends and them cumbelos, for thief it. When we have a FSC, who is the regulatory body put in place to stop all kind of financial frauds and financial crimes, and to put a halt, to do their audit every year or whenever they do their audit, whether every 6 months or every year, when they are not functioning. We learned the other day, according to a report from the US, that our financial investigative division that is set to go in depth where it concerns financial crimes, they are grossly understaffed. They should be filled to capacity of 230 persons and they were working with 80 odd. That is less than 50%. So how can they work effectively? What kind of work can they do? Time no must lapse, time no must pass, because if them don't have the people them in the position them for work, but they're creating ministries here, there, and everywhere, and the most critical areas that they're supposed to have staff are grossly understaffed. What can go so? Can we continue with a prime minister like this? Can we continue with a government like this? When the truth comes out and the truth is spoken, they try as much as possible to have non-disclosure agreements so we, the public, is shut out and they're working for us. It cannot be. It should not be. We need impeachment. We need that impeachment in our constitution reform. Blessed morning, my caller. How you doing?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. Woman, I don't know you're speaking.
Okay.
I'm just thinking. This prime minister have been stealing from. He was an educational minister. That is so right. And this and he get away with that, and he still come back in a COVID and thief bigger.
My
so
God.
Tell me now. So what if these people give this man a third? He wanted a third term to thief more. He cannot help himself. That's what I am thinking.
He can't help himself.
If he was a thief back then, he really come back in a COVID and him go in all panic. No man, this prime minister need to go. He's disgusted, he need to go. And then I saw an article this morning. He's sending the police around to take on the PNP, sign them. Why? JP signs up there. Well, what kind of play him up there? He's trying to incite violence in the country.
Yeah.
So I think he can't hold back the election. I think that is the reason why they were meeting up by Belmont Road. No, and this prime minister is really wicked, and I pray God move him and or him choose to. He's wicked. Because tell me now, you're a thief from back then. You understand what I mean? You get away with it and you still come back and a thief and expect to get away with it again. What is running through Andrew mind? Then you're talking about he play chess. He's a damn criminal.
Same play chess, him not play draft.
Exactly, and he's a criminal around the country. It's serious to talk. When you talk these Labourites don't like, what is the truth? He's a criminal around the country and we are in serious danger. With this prime minister, they cannot be trusted. God knows what come in that container. Think about it. You know, I lie down every night and I think, because I live in America, and my country, me have my house in Jamaica.
Yeah.
I lie down every night about this prime minister action. It is dangerous for the citizens, and they don't see that. They don't see that. They need to get him out.
Time come.
Him need to get out. Because they realize say them up on the losing end. Why you sending the police them? And these police are doing the wrong thing, you know. Why you sending the police them to take down the PNP, them banner? You understand what I mean? Why? And JLP have them up there, feed them on up there. Okay, you see, it's corruption all over.
True.
Yes, this man acting like a dictator, like him own Jamaica. That is the reason. He want to Jamaica, and want to go for Jamaica. He decides him not to go for the country. For some reason or the other.
He have to let go. Come hell and high water, he have to let go.
He decided he gonna incite war. And I believe that's what he's planning to do. I don't trust him one bit. I don't put nothing for him.
I try to draw the people
If my charge out the people them is very evil because what was that meeting? Secret meeting about? Everybody have to leave them phone at the security entrance, whatever.
My God.
Something right.
Something right.
Something. He always sit down and plan that kind of foolishness. This man, I pray God, sure. I pray God move this man out of sight completely. He's not good for Jamaica when the matter about him good for Jamaica. The man one wickedest prime minister, you know. They're not even okay. Look at the people them drinking this dirty water. And before them tell the people the truth, them tell the people the water. These people are evil. Them evil. Them not care about the people, them.
So
Because I
true.
think them are drink it. Them not drink it. How much people can go to the store and buy a case of bottled water?
Mm-hmm.
When I'm not feel look for buy flour and some chicken back to eat and some food. These things are evil.
True. True.
You need to go. Them men don't not go and desperate beg people to tell them family to vote for him. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My big votes.
Hey, this man, this prime minister wicked. I mean, I don't know if the people them not have glasses to see what this man is up to. It make them make sure not bring back 80 coming out of the country. You understand what I mean? Them here decided 21st century. We don't know a war against one another. The country is very small. Why you trying to put the country against each other? The country is small. A 2 point something million people there. You understand what I mean? What come in that container? Gun and drugs? Something not right.
Something not right.
Evil people when you think if you surround meds and think about behavior, him dangerous. I'm say dangerous more than even Saga. Dangerous bad. The man did.
I know you alone said so. Terribly worse than Saga.
Terrible.
My God. Oh,
and this prosecutor need to be investigated and locked up to because she should have charged him and see him Paul and too. They need to get investigated to because they need to charge them people.
May I get to them one by one, man. Well, thank you for calling me, sis. Bless up yourself. All right, no problem. So only hear from the caller herself right there, saying that even Prince Kamika forget charge. Andrew only started 3 businesses in the height of the pandemic when him said uno for stay home. I want to remember them things here, you know. And every chance me get for come on my live or for come on a videos just because me not have enough space for my devices. Me not going in a long videos. But once me come on the live them, uno I go hear this and this is always gonna be my go-to. So for all of uno where I behave like say, uno no remember or uno behave as if uno want them for battle for uno mind and control uno mind. We have to keep putting out these things so the people them can remember. Him say uno for stay home in the height of the pandemic, but yet still he called an election when it was not due. A year before it was due, he called the election. And then after the election, him say at the people them at the corner, uno the ghetto people them spread the COVID. And that him say. That's what he said. And they are silent. They are silent on this SSL saga. We keep coming back to this SSL saga. And as I stated, is we, the social media warriors, is the layman on the streets that supporting that the investors whose money was stolen get back their money. Mark Golding says when he forms the next government, they will have an inquiry. We cannot get that SSL report. We cannot get the Kroll report that the taxpayers' money paid for. Even the former finance minister stated before he left how disappointed he was. The director of public prosecution, Paula Llewellyn, heard his statement and said that she's not going to move any faster and that they have to take their time. And it's been 2 years and counting. But I'm going to let you hear a recording from the trustee as it pertains to this whole SSL and them coming up with 500,000 US dollars after it was said that of almost $5 billion were stolen from over 200 clients, 200 investors at the Stocks and Securities Limited. But we seen where the FSC had gotten control of SSL right after we learned of that massive fraud where our icon Usain Bolt money was a part of that was stolen. He invested some 6 million US dollars there. and they brought him down to his knees. He gave an interview saying that he thought where he was at on the food chain, they would have dealt with him better. But he got a wake-up call. And me telling you already, I'm want to go find the book that says too black to succeed, no matter how much money you will ever have. Some people, they will look at you and look down on you because of the color of your skin. Where this a black boy will come from down a country, Trelawney, wait a bit, or Sherlock, or I don't remember where Usain Bolt come from. Somebody drop that in our comment section. Remind me where Usain Bolt come from. But I know it's Trelawney. So they must say to themselves, so what this a country boy I do with so much money? Didn't they see the hard work that he put in to acquire his funds? Sleepless nights, hours and hours, days, years of training to acquire his wealth. We seen how Usain Bolt got his wealth. We witness it. We know how a Mark Jefferson Golding acquired his wealth. We are not sure how this prime minister has gotten so rich, so rotten rich, so real rich. Blessed morning, my sis, Miss Winnie. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
And to everyone on the line, put up your number. Someone is asking for it. Now, this is the IC that they have new people.
Yes, we learned that the director of the corruption prosecution, she's not coming back. She was specifically told not to reapply.
But tell me now, who appointed the new person?
I am not sure if it's between the prime minister and the opposition leader supposed to have a say in it as well. But the ultimate decision is up to the governor general, I believe.
Oh Lord, well, it won't be like the Panton set of people them. Andrew will not get no prosecution. No way.
My
He's
God.
got to go to the, it will never happen.
Mm-hmm.
It will never happen. So I'm not rejoiced of what's happening now. They're all the same to me, except Mr. Panton and the other crew that was there.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, no, I don't have no interest in them. They can do what they want because I know what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But all I can say that Jamaica got to get rid of the JLP, because if they don't, it will be a big disgrace. Jamaica will be, we are the laughing stock, but now it will be 100% laughing stock. Jamaican cannot hold their head up anymore to say I'm a Jamaican.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew and Saga and Bustamante, those three are the worst thing Jamaica ever have to run the country.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Bustamante, he kills the Rastas. He put out order for them to kill. Saga, he burned 150 old people to death.
My God.
And Andrew, thief and other killings going on that they give go ahead to do. So all three is the same. No good.
No good.
No good. Anyway, that's all I can to say. I don't trust the new IC people. I don't trust them. I don't have what would you call it? No.
You're not a faith in them.
Confident that they will do the right thing.
Yeah.
They won't. I'm just going to walk and skin his big nose. Okay, yeah? I go and have a blessed Sunday.
All right, Miss Winnie. Bless up yourself.
Thursday.
All right, same to you. So we have Miss Winnie right there saying that she don't trust them. She don't trust this new leadership of the Integrity Commission. But at the end of the day, as I stated, we still have to give everyone a fair go, a fair shot. And so far, it's looking a bit up for me. Big up yourself, Splash Digi. Big up to Mr. Morris Williams. Thanks for joining the live, sir. It's the first I'm seeing you on a live. Blessed morning, my brother. How you doing? I'm all right.
I was here. So let's good morning to your listeners as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have two things to say.
Go ahead.
And one, is that we don't need to argue and war with Jamaica Labour Party. As time than rope.
Time longer than rope.
Yeah, man, the must call election. And one thing you can tell the Jamaican people say, don't sell a vote. And that day of reckoning, do the right thing. Vote them. Because that's the only way we can get rid of these people. And
True.
the director of prosecution, corruption and prosecution, Kamika Prince, she's one of the she's one of the worst person or the ally person in integrity commission. She have got Andrew, where she could have prosecuted Andrew and send Andrew into prison, and she let him go on several occasions. We're not a faith in her, she's not a confident in her. A long time she left.
Long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
Andrew was Minister of Education when he awarded those contracts. When she get him, and she thought most of the time was past too long to prosecute him. And even another day with the Integrity Commission, when them give her the shot, she said she believed the Prime Minister was a mistake. Mistake don't make nothing, man. Ignorance is no excuse to the law, man. You can't get the Prime Minister a pass. Him a one who's supposed to have advisor. Everybody around him can tell him. So when all him wife birthday, him just remember when him wife birthday, him wife anniversary. Somebody do not tell boy, Prime Minister, tomorrow is your wife birthday, tomorrow is your wife anniversary. We call those people who keep notes, everything of what they're supposed to do in their life. They have the people to remind them of anything, or important things who keep them diaries, you know.
Yeah.
You know. They have a diarist, you know, who report to him and tell him everything, you know. Everything, you know, tell him what him schedule for him days, you know.
Yeah.
We're going to have lunch with him, we're going to meet with him, we're going to go. At what time, X time. So him shouldn't get the green, the green card to get escape. He should have been prosecuted. And now what's going on? 4 years now, he has been certified by the Integrity Commission, and he should not be on the ballot. Nobody shouldn't vote for him.
I agree. Shouldn't be on the ballot.
Nobody shouldn't vote for him. Now, my main call about is this water issue. And I'm telling you, this is a serious situation. This is not a joke matter. And I wonder how Jamaican people sit down and I make water commission and give them shit water to drink. And nobody not talk. And even the said councillor walk out of the meeting. Him see when they complain about the level of about the type of water people was getting.
Yeah. And come back round now, talking about politics.
No. You can't say you love people and love yourself because I don't want nobody give me shit water for drink. I don't want my fellow Jamaican drink shit water.
True.
No matter which part of them live. I could have a Timbuktu them live in Jamaica. Everybody's supposed to drink clean, pure, acceptable, good drinking water. Water is life.
I agree,
water is life. When you can't do it without food, you can't do it without water. You can water is life.
True.
And to see where Jamaica is the land of food and water, and we are giving people them shit water to drink. It's bad, man. It's gone too bad now, man. It's too bad now, man. It's like it's an abomination unto the Lord.
True.
How can we reach this level? And when the council come out and speak about it, people are saying it's lying and telling. I want to tell this man to resign. When those people, when they should have rallied with him and said, well, you know, this is not about politics. It's about we set people we have feed. We have to look about, you know.
Yeah.
Nobody them rally behind him. Them are criticizing them.
The same people them where them want them vote.
Yeah, and them are play politics.
True.
So man, this is bad, man. We have to do something about it, man. And then water coming, then the Ministry of Health is telling you don't have to boil the water. What kind of wickedness is that? No, you came to me to look at some things that you have to boil the water. Do not enter, don't boil that water. Can I just sick you, you got gastroenteritis? You have kid the problem.
True.
No, man, this is getting bad from worse, man. We need change, man. We need change, man. We need an election. No.
Time come.
Time come, no, man. We need an election. We need an election, man.
Definitely.
This is bad, man. This is bad. When you can't get good water, remember me, you talk about, we never know about bottled water, a pipe water, I drink straight. Straight pipe water. I know enough people in Jamaica can't afford to buy the bottled water. Some of them drink the pipe water straight.
True.
So when you're giving these people these contaminated water to drink, you're killing off the population. And my God, that system is it don't make sense if you go to the hospital because that they are getting the next breakdown. This government has mashed up the whole country, you know.
Mighty God.
The whole country mashed up, you know. No health center, no good water, no good transportation,
no good road.
The economy, the food gone sky high. For me, man, this is bad, man. It is really bad, man. We have to go vote, man. Time come now, man. We need to get out these people, man. We need to, man.
That is it.
Yeah, man, we need to, man. Yeah, man, and thanks for having me on your program.
All right. Bless up yourself, my brother. Thanks for calling. Time come. No good road, no good water, no good health. My God. What can go so? What can really go so? But back to the topic at hand, where it is said that some 78 million has been recouped to issue out to clients or investors of SSL that was defrauded. And with one person being charged and currently sitting in prison, Jean Panton, who we learned was a junior employee, was implicated in all of this. And we don't want to share alone. But as we say, when we have the people that are in certain positions that are not, working without fear or favor, they are affixed to a political party and affixed to friendship of a political party, then we will have, the system like this. We are only me and you can get a charge. But when it comes to the elites, it's swept under the carpet, or money pay here, money pay there. No wonder why the people are of the notion that it is two Jamaicas. And so this 78 million is not going to go too far. It's a drop in the bucket. And with Panton alone being charged and in prison for this 5 billion and odd fraud, 30 odd million US dollars, we learned that Usain was the biggest investor out of all of this. And 500,000 US dollars to this burst. But I want you to listen to this interview from Trustee Kadian Campbell, whom the FSC took to court because he was the trustee at one point and they wanted to regain for themselves. When they have failed miserably, they failed to keep the suspension that was put in place under the People's National Party when it comes to SSL. It was lifted under this government's watch. And so why are they fighting to keep control of SSL when they had received 1 million and they didn't bother to even pay the investors who money was stolen? They went ahead and spent it up and pay other staff members and don't even care about the investors whose money was stolen. Right? But Kadian Campbell dropped some very important, information in this interview. And he basically let us know that it's not all 200 clients or investors who are going to get back anything from this 78 million that he has on hand. And that it's grim, it looks dire. He doesn't know if they're gonna retrieve any more money or be able to recuperate any more money to give out. And the bombshell of it all is that they're saying the money that was recouped basically is for those who was defrauded by Gene and Panton. And it was said, and somebody can correct me if I'm not saying it correctly, but it was said that Gene said she didn't touch Usain Bolt money. So if the trustee is saying all of this, that means Usain Bolt now have a dollar to get out of this 78 million here. But I want you to listen to this for yourself and listen to what the trustee told Simon Crosskill. This is very important.
That seems like a drop in the bucket to me.
Well, it is, yes, but it is what we have been able to recover by a mechanism that would have been implemented following the resumption of my duties after the May 31st, 2024 ruling by the Supreme Court.
So when you talk about these funds, this involves selling computers, desks, whatever assets the company had?
No, well, this was really a management fee mechanism that we used. You may recall that in September 2023, SSL received an insurance payout
of $1 million US.
$1 million US. Now, those funds were utilized during the temporary management. So when I resumed my duties, those funds were fully depleted. I have sought a mechanism to recoup some of that funds to be able to make a distribution to the actual victims of the fraud.
Before I move on, you mentioned that $1 million US, and I remember the Minister of Finance then suggesting that the government now wouldn't have to pay staff, they would use that money. Why wasn't that money directed to the victims?
Well, that question is best directed to the former temporary manager and the FSC. My approach would have been to earmark those funds for the victim, which is why I've sought to recover some funds to put into that pool. So I basically started from zero and built up to this $500,000, whereas at that point they had $1 million and it was utilized to pay staff and other temporary management expenses.
But weren't you a trustee at that time?
Yes, I was a trustee at that time, but the court, you may recall,
yes,
the Financial Services Commission applied to the court and got an injunction which prevented me from discharging my duties as trustee.
And that was overturned by Justice Batts?
Well, it was not so much overturned. He confirmed my appointment, that my appointment was valid, and ended the temporary management.
How many claimants are there who are going to seek some compensation from this fund?
All right, so this is specifically for those persons who may have been defrauded by the activities of Ms. Gina and Panton, who is before the court, as we know. So it's just specifically those. And based on information available to me, I anticipate it will be less than 100, maybe closer to 50, but we will see.
Have you been able to claw back any of the funds from the accused?
No.
Wow. How did the 500,000 come about?
All right. As I indicated, the temporary management team, they utilize certain funds, both from the insurance proceeds and from what we will call the proprietary estate of SSL, and perform services that benefited what we refer to as the off-balance sheet unaffected claimants. So there are some services that SSL is still required to perform for certain clients. During the temporary management, those clients who were able to complete their arrangements during the temporary management did not have to pay a fee, but it meant that the burden of the cost then fell on the victims because the funds that could have been used to make a payment to the victims was used to cover the expenses. So the beneficiaries during the temporary management absorb none of the costs. And what we have sought to do is to sort of rebalance the position so that at least there's some pool of funds available to the actual victims. So the victims now have a pool that they can participate in. It's small, granted, but it's a start.
It does seem like, with people like Bolt losing billions, it's like getting bulla for your birthday cake. Kadium, in terms of the amount of money that you've been able to gather so far, why not more? Why isn't there more available?
Well, the base from which we have recovered the funds, the client base is certainly far less than during the temporary management. A significant number of the clients, as I would have indicated, they got the benefit of the temporary management, so to speak, but they did not have to absorb any of the cost of that temporary management. So the burden fell on a smaller pool of clients. So that's a part of the challenge now. It's really a smaller pool of clients also that have to bear the obligations of getting back their estate, the money from the estate and so on, including the victims. So it's limited what we can recover.
Could there be more to come?
Well, we are making every efforts, but we are making no promises at this time. The situation does look dire, but we are making every effort to see what additional funds can be recovered.
Why did it take so long to get to this stage in terms of a fund, a compensation fund, as small as it may be? Why did it take, over 2 years?
Well, you would have to break that into two. During the temporary management, a particular approach was taken, and they decided that the insurance proceeds would not be used as a victim compensation fund, as I would have used it if I was allowed to at the time.
So they got it wrong?
Well, I suppose they are going to say that they have a different perspective and they could have done that. I disagree.
And did you disagree at the time?
Well, remember, I was injuncted from taking any role in SSL. The court had implemented that injunction, so I could not.
Now I want someone to remind me of how much in total they said that Jean and Panton had used or had taken from clients' funds. Can you hear it from the trustee right here, sir? Less than 100, maybe 50 investors whose money was defrauded will get back out of this 78 million. Now, if my memory serves me right, as I stated earlier, Jean had said she did not touch Usain Bolt's money. So it's plain right here so that Usain will not get anything out of this 78 million. Anybody looking at it this way, like how I'm looking at it? I'm about to open the phone lines right now. The persons that were calling can feel free to call back. The number is pinned at the top of the chat. It's 954-288-6467, WhatsApp only. Call in, more here from Uno. Blessed morning, my caller. You're live on the ABR show. How you doing?
I'm good. Good morning to you and good morning to the viewers. ABR, I want to say this.
Yeah.
You see what's going on with the IC?
Yeah.
It's not a good look for Jamaica because I'm gonna tell you this. When the PNP left office, the PNP left a good board for the FSC, and we saw what happened. So I don't expect anything to happen from this new board that they're going to install. And that's part of the reason why the Prime Minister hasn't called the election. The Prime Minister have a sense that he will lose the election. So since he has a sense that he will lose the election, he's putting a lot of things in place that would benefit him. And he won't be prosecuted.
So you don't believe that
And
the Prime Minister will be prosecuted even after the trial?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Because if you look at the trend in Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
look at when Dwayne Vaz was charged 250,000 for a late filing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if that was in America, if that was the case that the DPP or Kamika Prince proceed with, there's no way the man who was in charge of customs, who did not file for
Any
3
at all?
years, not be prosecuted any at all. Even the court will tell the prosecutor, no, that's not your job. And a lot of that we see going on. We see the water crisis going on. Let me tell you something. Last year they had a water crisis, something with E. coli in Maryland. And what happened was that the people in charge of water, they put out the testing level late. And when they put it out late, the man who is in charge of water, he was removed.
Mighty God.
So we are seeing over and over and over. The man who was in charge of Water Commission, Mr. Barnett, he was given a slap on the wrist. So I can't understand. Even the judges,
in case over with the whole breach of building and all of that.
Yes, his case is over. His case is over.
What?
And yes, his case is over. You could go back and look at it.
Me I gotta do some research on that because me not sure if the case over. I heard that he was supposed to get a severance package, like something
He was supposed to get a severance package because he asked not to return.
Yeah.
But his case is over with. And this is the thing that Jamaica got to understand and come to the realization. We are a corrupted country.
My God.
No question about it. And
because if the water is contaminated, and based on another footage I got from where Jesse James Clark was speaking, even some of the very same Jamaica Labour Party councillors raised the issue last year, but they didn't come out publicly to speak about it to the nation. So Jesse was the one who took that initiative now. So they're coming to say politics. All of them who did know from before and did nothing should be removed.
Okay, so they're coming to say politics. But if that's what you say in the beginning, okay. But now when the Water Commission come out and give the result, but still they do not tell you how much over the prescribed limit is the E. coli. That spells trouble. So I don't have any faith in the Jamaica Labour Party, even in the Governor General. Because we're seeing where the Governor General signs off on document. Because it cannot come into law without the Governor General putting his assent on the paperwork.
True, yeah.
And we're seeing, even with the people against everything, and it is wrong. By law, the Governor General is still put his assent. It's the same thing that's going on right now with the NITs.
Unconstitutional, but they're fixing it. Yeah, the Governor General is signing off away on everything.
Listen, even the Governor General, when he signed off, and the court said it's unconstitutional, what the government is doing now is tying in the NITs that you must have NITs to get your passport and get certain documents. So they are working it the same way. And people are being forced to take the NITs. So if people are being forced to take something, to apply for documents, even your birth certificate, the Jamaica Labour Party said you'll have to have the NITs to apply for your birth certificate. There is no way and nowhere in the world where you can see a court make a ruling and the party that's in power,
the government overriding it.
Overriding it, go against it, and there's no prosecution. We've seen it with when they said the police should get their overtime pay, the security guards and all that, and up to this day, none of those ruling has been met, and nothing has been done by the court, and the court has, within its power, after they said this should be established, and
at a certain time.
It's not has been established. The court has the right to haul them in front of them. But one of the most important things that Jamaica people should realize is that look at the judges who are making the rulings on these cases and go back and look at their track record.
Yeah.
It's very controversial. And we're in dark times, Jamaica, but all I could say is that me not tell no Jamaican who to vote for. All I will tell them, hotel workers, if you're happy with the big raise where you make $2.50 an hour, continue. All of the people who are happy with how the Jamaica Labour Party is operating, continue. Because if you believe faith without work or work without faith is going to work, then sit and wait, because that's how we got our freedom. Nanny and all of them never do anything more than say, God will help. And it work out that we got our freedom. So to all Jamaicans, just do what you want to do. But don't blame anybody and stop calling people overseas and stress them out, because we already stressed already.
That is
we
it.
In the cold, we in the cold and we want to come back home to where we're from, and we cannot come back home because guess what? Even to go to the bank or have your money in the bank is a problem.
My
and
God.
what we have seen over the years, nobody has been held accountable. And when we say nobody, you cannot. Just like how they would go for Klansman group, and black man never committed no murder, but he was charged as the head of the group. Then tell me something. How we have people running SSL, and we have everything gone awry, and these people were in charge. So certain things cannot happen without they not knowing. And if they did not know, that's them not performing their function, and they are not held accountable. And for Paula Llewellyn to say she gonna proceed to prosecute this lady
Alone.
So that means Paula is saying, the Crow report is saying, yes, it's this lady alone. How are we proceeding with that case?
Like them take with a fool, eh?
Like them take with a fool. And another thing that's going on right in front of Jamaican eyes. Look, SSL is in trouble. And how is it that we have this trustee is coming to tell us that they get 500,000? He cannot tell us where they get the 500,000 from.
No, he wasn't forthcoming with that information at all.
He wasn't forthcoming. And not only was he not forthcoming, we would like to know, why is it a financial crime of this magnitude was committed, but still yet it's in the court, and you have people running this place? So that means when if the court rule say, listen, people should get back their money, the liquidator is the one who should be presented with all this information to go after all the assets of all the people who were the bigwigs, from the chairman to the president. And Jamaica people should take sleep, man. That where in the world can you go and you have a crime scene and you show them lick down cartel house? How is it we have them transferring even the building, even when the paperwork from the tax office said, why nobody never buy this building, you know? But the owner, the first owner. So how is it just given?
As a gift.
As a gift. That's my 2 cents, my sister.
Bless up yourself, my brother. Well said. Big up yourself. More questions than answer. That caller was very, very informative. Well said. the statements that he brought forward. And is correct. Nobody else will, it seems, will ever be charged. No big wigs. The founder them gone about them business. The trustee is the liquidator. What about his report when he took over? Not even that. We only got a little snippet of what he said. They're not giving us the full reports of what took place so the people can have an understanding of what happened and who. So if Panton took a fraction, because Panton did not, so they say, Panton did not take all of that $5 billion. So who take the rest? That's what we want to know. Who take the rest? And if Panton never touch Usain money, Usain have nothing out of this 78 million, forget. That is the bottom line when I try to open the people's eyes to understand based on what this trustee is saying. This gets deep and deeper. Big up yourself, Nicola Green. All moderators, big up on yourself. Remember to like and share out the live. Big up to my members, Angela Yvonne Wallace. Big up yourself, Sis Pat W. Chelsea, the whole massive. Big up on yourself. Blessed morning, family. How you doing?
Pleasant good morning to you. Are you on the line now?
Yes, I'm on the live. You're live.
Okay, yes. Good day to everyone. No? My takes on to this,
Yeah.
I think that what I strongly believe, what is really happening with this man here. Remember that him have a duty to carry out from those people that him associate with. Because remember, so that the man take the oath to is on a mission. He's on a mission. So the mission what him is on is a reverse mission. Instead of doing the right thing, saying the right thing, doing the right thing and all of that, him is on the reverse side.
I do the wrong.
So if him is on the reverse side, you do not expect nothing good.
Not true.
Right? Because the things, the natural living that we used to, it is a completely turnaround to the wrong side. So quite likely is we as Jamaican have to see that and make a decision and take him out.
Definitely. The power lies with the people, you know.
Yeah, definitely. The culture what him bring on us now is culture what we do not familiar with human being. You understand what I'm saying? It is not familiar with us and we cannot work with it.
Yeah.
It is a culture no. When the man did just jump in and then the man open up what he's gonna do, I feel so much good. I say, wow. If this man really do the thing and continue the way and talk, act in action, nobody couldn't get him
so
out.
yeah, admit say him tricky too. Cause a whole heap of people say
mercy. Hello.
A whole heap of people.
Bad. Enough. So quite like we have to do what we have to do. And again, remember, say Kevin come and Kevin talk the thing. Kevin said Jamaicans' water will be taken away. Kevin said light will be taken away.
Scarce commodity.
Kevin, yes, and you get Kevin video it can play. Is it revealing right now? So quite likely, their mission with his associate is that how many people supposed to go out of each country. So there's nothing they're gonna do good to save us. All what they're going to come with is thing what, as they would say, give us a radam, and it's nothing good. Nothing good.
Yeah.
So quite likely, we as Jamaican have to look for ourselves. Look out for ourselves.
True.
And what we need to know too, whether we're rich or what, when everything come down to bump, the rich have to run and the poor have to run. So right now, we are at a crossroad now where everybody has to take stand. Whether we're rich, yes I know, if you notice.
But what about the people and what about the people and what about the people and we can't run?
Well, who can run? Well, a matter of fact, even if we do run, We only running for a life, but how far we can run too? How far we can run?
That is
Because right now the world is in crisis. So the best decision we can take for ourselves with different food in a food place with our Caribbean, it would be good. So right now, people just have to just make up their mind. It is not JLP, it is not NOP, it is not PMP, it is us, the country.
Jamaica, yeah.
Because we're not going to wait until when the fire come upon you before if you look. For what? We already see it. And you have to give him credit too. Because number one, the man never hide and say him this I got done and that I got done and never say. In tell we.
True.
So
The bitter medicine.
Take up garbage. Yes. In tell us have got pay to take up garbage. Instead that we have to go water business when bring this tank with this black tank business when buy out is for people who getting it to sign up to the needs. And quite likely the needs is a passport to hell.
My
the
God.
way in which him do it. So the water we are got in a hit. And at the year a man say from overseas say that say actually the destruction look like it's going to start from in the Caribbean. And I don't want to tell you what the name of destruction in use. So we people have to stand up because this in Jamaica, and Jamaica a master God country. Look at our rich anthem, our rich pledge, hello.
Yeah.
We can't violate that. We need to stand up.
True.
Because what this man is doing, in taking me look at time and a creep and a bring in where I want to bring in. That's why I'm about to say, in go beg Master God to give him for the vote, even to the young man. And the man stand up to it. The man stand up to it. So therefore, we have to do what we have to do. And we need to know, say, to pray down Jesus and call down Jesus. Because with Jesus, everything is possible. No matter if he say him a winning, cannot win.
Amen.
So we need to put in Jesus. The amount of talk what we talk to. Remember everybody who put in on prayer every day for Jamaica.
Amen.
And let Master God cancel this evil thing because it needs Jesus into it.
That is it.
And it is serious thing because what are going here now, worse is there to come.
My God.
And for you much years what you into it and you do nothing, that means to say is a back up the country in. So we have to give God thanks they send a man who have the brain to know how to calculate things and fix things. And of course the diaspora them is with him that he can help to see what can be done for the country.
Definitely.
So definitely people, we are in serious trouble, but we need to get ourselves out of it. That's we can really go through the turbulence because the turbulence is there coming.
That is it.
And remember, nothing be prayer because them is in problem now because the spirit confusion which part then there. And whatsoever business them are coming out, this nasty water and this chicken and all of that, it is Master God work to show the people them to divert from that area because wherever that is coming from, it is no good. Those are evidence to say move away from there. And Master God is not evil, Master God is good. So nobody don't want evil, everybody need good. So we need to stick to those who have been saying love. And God's word.
The word is love.
Yes, and use up our discretion, our senses. Because in Africa college, we have this full your one sense of Master God make we with. Because if you boot up on your foot, you know, so the boot up on you, take it off.
Yes, true.
Get some senses, please, and thanks.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. for calling.
Yes, all the best.
Have a blessed
Keep
day.
up your good work, my lady.
All right, thank you.
Yes, all the best. Bye-bye. Good.
Another caller there with some very interesting points right there. So I'm gonna have it there. So ABR family, we're still looking and waiting to hear what this director of public prosecution. Anyway, she's going off this September. She for going to. Blessed morning, my brother. How you doing?
Up.
Up. Aromatic in the building, ABR family.
Yes, which
Support
is right.
his
Up
movement. Support the other social media warriors them. Go over them channel, like and share, subscribe. Where you say, my brother?
Blessed morning, my sister, and blessed morning to your beautiful subscribers who is always there with you. You know what I mean?
Definitely, yeah.
So we have to give thanks to that, and just continue to to just highlight the things and bring it to the awareness of the people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because people are depending on us, and that's why I believe in people like you. I believe in myself, because all that we do is bring credible source.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? We don't tell the people lie. We don't confuse them. You know what I mean? But I'm just here this morning, and I hear the couple callers before,
mm-hmm.
and I'm saying that Jesse James Clark,
mm-hmm.
junior spokesperson for health and wellness,
yeah,
and he's also the counselor for the Trafalgar Division.
Mm-hmm.
The young man was accused of bringing lies and false information.
Yeah.
And the people who make these claims was the National Water Commission, the Health and Wellness Ministry.
Mm-hmm. Senator
Desmond McKenzie come out
mm-hmm.
and defend the Jamaica Labour Party.
Mm-hmm.
And what he says, he said the Ministry of Health have not come out and question the quality of the water. But who is Jesse James to come out and they can tell we say we have boil water to drink? That's what Desmond McKenzie said.
In
his words. But I have something to ask you this morning, my sister.
Yeah.
I say, the government failed their most important test.
True.
And you know what is that test, my sister? To protect the people of Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
The Andrew Holness administration failed their most important test.
Mm-hmm.
And that test was to protect the people of Jamaica. And they did not. You can't protect the people when you have the information say shit is in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And it is not good for human consumption. And if you are going to do it, and because most of you, the poor people, don't have the filter to do so, he said boil it. That is the easiest source.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't have gas, you can go get some bram out the door or some tick.
And light it.
Make up one fire
mm-hmm.
and light it.
Mm-hmm.
You may not have the money to buy the filter, but at least you can boil it.
True.
And the government is giving you an assurance, and no, you don't have to boil the water. It is perfect, it is fine, it is okay. Go ahead and drink it.
No need to be alarmed.
No need to be alarmed. Just go ahead and drink it because the Jamaica Labour Party says so, and it is good. When the National Water Commission go to them treatment plant,
mm-hmm.
them test this water, and they found out that 5 times the amount of germs is now in the water after we treated it.
Mm-hmm.
Not before.
After. Mm-hmm.
After we treated it, we find 5% more germs. So it should raise an alarm. A press conference should release to inform the citizens of Jamaica
mm-hmm.
that you cannot consume this water.
But they're silent.
Because it is not good at this time.
Mm-hmm.
It was after they found out when they do the test, said the water is contaminated 5 more times than it should be. My sister, the question I am asking you,
mm-hmm.
if you go to the extreme and find out that the water is no good, then why the National Water Commission was silent and allowed the water to go there and our people still consuming it?
Definitely. No love for the people. Mm-mm. Not at all. Where's the Ministry of Health?
Him say a lie already.
Mighty God.
Him say a lie already. So he's not gonna know where to be found.
Mm-hmm.
A senior member of the Jamaica Labour Party, who is the Minister of Local Government, Desmond McKenzie,
mm-hmm.
said the Health and Wellness Minister don't need to come out and test it because the water is perfect.
Mm-mm.
So what Jesse James is saying, he's just making mischief and telling lies.
But what Jesse James was reporting was a very same finding from the NWC.
Then what you are come out now, man.
Mighty God.
Yesterday or the day before we see the nastiness, them come out now and say, oh, we find shit in the water, but you don't have to boil it.
My
so what
God.
they are doing now? Trying to save face?
Mm-hmm.
Come on now, my sister. What are you trying to do? Save face? We find shit tonight, but not boil it.
My God. So if you just go ahead and drink the shit water.
You know.
But
Very
serious.
Laughing, sis. It is serious, my sister. Remember, you know, my sister. Serious it is. Remember, so what going in a belly, you can't see it. Sore in a belly, heart be better.
Mm-hmm.
So why you allow the people to consume germs? So
High
the question
level.
what you have to ask, you know, my sister, and these are some pressing questions. Why head no roll at NWC? Why people not out of them job? But from the Desmond Mackenzie should out this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Because you come on a platform can tell Jamaicans so they must go drink shit water.
The newly minted senator forget out too, as well as the man we say I control the water sector.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed
them
to
for
roll.
out.
Them there's something that was
Immediate effective.
Headline this morning.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are out until further investigation or what give the people of Jamaica some assurance.
Mm-hmm. But
So
look at the leader. Can he really move them? Will he even take the step to move them?
Man. You know, see a man silent. Eh?
Yeah.
We get him here now, you know, we have him. Him know, so we know now, so when you're silent, it means consent.
Mm-hmm. That's
so you're
it.
silent, no mean like say, I wait, you the wait to come. We know anytime you're silent and you can't come because you don't have nothing to come tell the people.
Thank you very much.
Because you are a part of it. Remember, you know, my sister, the way all this man ruling like King Jong, you know, from South Korea, you know.
Yeah.
There's nothing can go on in that Jamaica what Andrew Holness not know about it, you know.
Him know, man. How I say, man? Him know everything.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
He's the head cook and buckle washer of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you are going in at the meeting the other day, him a blaze bad word like a dragon, the spit fire. You know?
Mighty God.
You understand what I say?
Bad man government.
Somebody come out at the meeting and they say the way when they go on is like when Desmond the beat, it's like when Saga when they beat Desmond. What they come from the meeting, you know?
So him left then did for show some lick on them.
He went left to show some lick on them.
Oh, we are said to me.
We are deal with them in the meeting. First him said, no cell phone.
Me here, lonesome break it and you come back and give me a piece of it and now and me get...
No cell phone in the meeting.
My gosh. Mm-hmm.
And he rub them in there.
Dictator.
Because that's what happens. When you're losing it, you know, you try to go aggressive, you know, my sister.
Yeah.
Because you think that is your only way out.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get back to the water and we'll ask some questions. And we need to ask the National Water Commission, who are they protecting? The citizen of Jamaica or the Andrew Holness administration? Who are they protecting?
And who are they still protecting?
Who pay them? Or Andrew Holness, who we employ them? Who are they protecting?
Mm-hmm.
Because in this instant,
certainly not the people.
Not protect the people of Jamaica.
Not at all.
You protect the Andrew Holness administration by lying to the people. And I am going to end with you this morning, my sister.
Mm-hmm.
The government of Jamaica failed in their most important test.
Mm-hmm.
And that test of the Andrew Holness administration that the people of Jamaica give them the mandate to do, they did not. They failed to protect the people. And when you fail to protect the people, the only next step in line is for the people to go to the polls and put their heads beside the head and get rid of from Andrew to him 49 members. Because remember, any one of these MP you vote for, you're voting for Andrew Holness. Always remember that.
True.
Have a blessed day, my sister.
Blessings, my brother. Thanks for your input. Thanks for calling. Bless up. Y'all hear it there from Aromatic himself. As I said, run go over his platform, Aromatic Realistic TV. Give him the support. take him to 20,000 subscribers. And he touched on a very important point of this administration failing the people when it comes on to this whole water contamination saga. And I agree with him, but this wouldn't be the first instance where they have failed the people of Jamaica. This very same man, when he was in opposition, promised the people that they could have slept with their doors and their windows open. So they played with our security, and they're now playing politics with our health. So it's not the first instance that they didn't protect us as the people. Maybe our family, after hearing all of this, what says y'all? I seen a picture right here where the Prime Minister is saying that, and he quoted, they feel that they have a title to Jamaica. But based on, I don't know who he's referencing, they feel that they have a title to Jamaica. This is the words from Andrew Holness. But when you look at his actions and his portrayal, who? So he might take film cuss and cuss people. Who is he really referencing when he might behave as if Jamaica did will out to him? Call the election. It's alleged that he even said in the meeting that election them want election them are gonna get. He might go call it sooner than later. We need the election dates. The people are ready. The people are waiting. The people are waiting. The people are ready to go to the polls. The time has come. You call it in the height of the pandemic. No pandemic now go on now. And yeah, hold up with election dates and you did promise the people in the first 100 days what you gonna do. And you sat in our parliament. You sat in leadership for over 3,000 days. And you still cannot fulfill the mandate or the promises that you promised the people. Time come. ABR family, this is where I am going to end this live right now. Thanks for the continued support. Thank you all for joining the live, for supporting the videos. Before we head out of the live, please to leave a like on this video. We want a video to spread far and wide. Big up Florence, big up Patricia. Big up to everybody who just joined in the live. Wayne Evans. Big up yourself, Barbara Finley, Rosalie Ricketts, Miss Winnie, all those who participated by calling in. My silent watchers, I'm not leaving it out. Big up on yourself just the same. Anybody else wants to call in to drop their little 2 cents on all that was unfolded in this video, I want to stay tuned for more videos to come and to continue to support the social media warriors who are out here getting the information, bringing it to you. Sometimes sleepless nights, we have other engagement and we have to put it on hold just to come and make you hear and understand what is going on. Mainstream media sometimes doesn't bring what we are bringing. So, if I don't have any caller right now, I'll play 2 tunes so we can lead out of this live. But we are watching them. We not take our eyes off of them. We don't know what this man have up his sleeve. Might want to call a snap election. But I guess because them house not in order right now, them house shaky. So that's why I'm a hold up with election dates. And I want to let it go. But in the meantime, for those who want to support the channel, you can go ahead and donate to the channel. You can super chat, super thanks. You can donate to the PayPal if you want. I'm about to pin it right here. So anybody who wants to donate to the channel, the PayPal link is right there on the top of the chat. Bless up to all those who donate off the air. In the meantime, we are reverse whatever they have put in Jamaica. After 9 years, they're still blaming the People's National Party. After 9 years of neglect, they're calling state of emergency on our roads. After 9 years of neglect to our health sector, moles and all sort of organisms growing in the roofs of many of our hospitals. And when the whistle is blown, we're hearing of politics. After 9 years of neglect to our roads, they're coming to promise the people of 1.5 billion rollout each quarter to patch roads. Time come that we give Mark Jefferson Golding the opportunity to lead and to lead with integrity. The time has come where we want to eradicate our country from this high level of corruption so more money can be there to spend to uplift our children, to spend so that we can have the 1 degree per household that the People's National Party government wants to come and to give, to uplift our people in their education. When 1 person per household gets the education, it can transform the whole community. It can transform the lives of those in that family, and that is what we want. Under this government, I don't know what they have done for the persons who are going to a tertiary level education because it's costly. I don't know, I don't see the plans and policies that they have put in place to help. Right? Under his government, he has not, I don't see the initiative that he put out to send persons from a household to college to give them that tertiary education. Time come. We want houses for ourselves, not just for the politician them and not just for the elites them.
Where they come from, send him up, send him up. Every evil arrow, anywhere he come from.
ABR family, don't make no mistake, no time for error. We're on the runway. When this general election is called, you must make sure that you go out and exercise on a constitutional right. Whatever you not pleased with, whatever you're fed up with, when you go to the poll, you have to remember it. Remember your children and your grandchildren to come. Remember the future. This is our future. Remember the future for the ones that are young. Remember the future for the ones that are not even born as yet. So when you go to the polls, no need for make no mistake, no need for second guess, no room for error. It's either you're on the side of integrity or you're on the side of corruption. Integrity, we say. Integrity. Integrity.
Send me, if a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we send him.
ABR family, if the orange is ripe, we are going to juice it. And right now, orange juice we are drink. All fruits ripe.
Reverse the curse. Reverse the curse.
And if Dawkins, big up yourself, no borderline. No borderline. It's either you're dep on this side or you're dep on the other side. No borderline.
Reverse the order. Reverse the curse. How will it come from? Send him up, send him up. Every evil arrow, anywhere he come from, send him up. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti.
Big up to the former Prime Minister, the most Honorable PJ Patterson. His birthday is today. I wonder why he has done so much for Jamaica. He has steered the ship of Jamaica. Because he's an April born like myself. Yeah. No, me not show no shade. But big up to every month. But April people, we are some special kind of people.
Where he come from? We say cinema. Turn, reverse the curse. Reverse the curse. Reverse the order. Reverse the curse. Reverse the order. Somebody said, reverse the curse. Yeah. Reverse the order. Somebody reverse the curse.
We have to pull up that one. Big up Mark Stewart.
Cinema, cinema. Every evil arrow. Anywhere he come from. Cinema. If a China. If a Jamaica. If a Haiti. Where he come from. We say cinema. Turn. Reverse the curse. Reverse the curse. Reverse the order. Reverse the curse. Reverse the order. Somebody said, reverse the curse. Yeah. Reverse the order. Somebody reverse the curse. Reverse the order. Over Jamaica. Reverse the curse. Where they come from. Cinema, cinema. Every evil arrow. Anywhere he come from. Cinema. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we say cinema. Turn, reverse the curse, reverse the curse, reverse the order, reverse the curse, reverse the order. Somebody said, reverse the curse. Yeah. Reverse the order. Somebody reverse the curse. Reverse the order. Over Jamaica. Reverse the curse, mighty God. Reverse the order. If a king's host, if a God the host, if a the prime minister.
The word is love, ABR family. Stay tuned. Big up on yourself.